Shop the Sherwin-Williams Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains September 19th through the 24th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Thanks for selling your car to Carvana. Here's your check.
Whoa, when did I get here?
What do you mean?
I swear it was just moments ago that I accepted a great offer from Carvana online. I must have time traveled to the future.
It was just moments ago. We do same-day pickup. Here's your check for that great offer.
It is the future.
It's the present and just the convenience of Carvana. Sorry to blow your mind.
It's all good. Happens all the time.
Sell your car the convenient way to
Carvana.
Pickup times may vary and fees may apply.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
And today's episode is a little bit different. Today is a reintroduction episode. We recently received an email from listener Heather who said, "Hi, I've been a listener for some time, and I was trying to find the very first episode of the show to listen to introductions. However, I can't find it on Spotify or Apple Podcast. Could you redo an introduction of yourselves, please?"
Well, hold on a second. Our very first episode is somewhere out there, right?
Sure. Our very first episode is Jingle Bell Bride. That is as far back. That's when we started. That was the first Countdown to Christmas movie of 2020 that we did. And I believe that was the first weekend of Countdown to Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I'm not sure. I think it's a good point. I'm not sure there would be an introductory episode.
You're right, because it was a bonus episode on our other podcast that we did.
So let's start from the beginning, because Heather has a list of questions, including how did you become friends?
All right. Do you want to tell that story? I feel like we've told this story.
We have, but we're going to pin this as the trailer of the podcast. If you ever want to come back to it, hear the origin story. We've definitely told it here before, but if you're new or you just want to rehear the Megan and Wendy origin story, here it is. We did meet on Twitter in 2011, back when Twitter was not the place that it is today.
The cesspool that exists on the internet now.
And we were mommy bloggers at the time, both of us, and we were in the Orange County blogging space. That was a thing.
In the mommy blogging space?
Yeah. And
God, it feels so a million years ago.
There was a group of Orange County bloggers, and there were Orange County blogging events. And we actually met in person at the Blog Her conference in San Diego that same year in 2011.
Yep.
And then kind of ran in the same blogging circles for a few years.
I'm just trying to think, like, I don't know what the progression looked like for us. I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember either, except in 2014, we started a YouTube channel.
That was 2014?
Yes, because that would be
Oh my
It might have been
goodness.
2013.
Your daughter was in preschool at the time.
And she would have gone to preschool in 2013. I could dig back into the YouTube archives. I'm not going to, but we started a YouTube channel. That was honestly largely driven by me, Megan.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to do any of that.
I talked you into it. Now, at the time, we had fully separate online presences. We both had our own separate mommy blogs, and we said, let's start this YouTube channel. I said, let's start this YouTube channel, and dragged Wendy along with me. And we did that for 6 years.
A long freaking time.
There are hundreds of YouTube videos. They still are out there. The channel has been rebranded as Girls Gone Hallmark because our podcast episodes are over there, but all of our old episodes are there. And that was called Long Story Short. And those were taste tests, which we fell into accidentally, beauty hauls, tag videos. There's some vlogs up there. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos on that channel.
Yeah, if you want to see like what we look like, I think that's like the best place.
Sure.
To like, but again, a million years ago.
I look at it and I'm like, my house doesn't look like that anymore.
Same house.
Same
Paint
house.
colors changed.
Yeah. Very different time. And then the joke, if you've ever heard, is that, in January, we kind of have a State of the Union meeting every year. And Wendy would show up for a couple years and be like, I'm ready to quit.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm burned out. Especially, it was tough during the YouTube days because creating YouTube content, it was very time consuming.
Yes.
And, this was also pre-TikTok, pre-Reels. It was influencer video was just like on the cusp of like.
Yeah, short form video didn't even exist.
Exactly. So here we are making these YouTube videos every week, like for years and years and years, trying to like monetize it, trying to like make a name for ourselves. And it just was like not happening.
And in that window of time, we created a combined internet space. Like the YouTube channel grew into a website.
Yeah.
This is all under the Long Story Short with Megan and Wendy branding. And then Wendy would have these epiphanies every January, like, this is hard, I don't want to do it. And then when I say that, I feel like I dragged her kicking and screaming, but I also feel like the conversations were like, well, let's just see. Let's just see. And at the beginning of 2020 was when we had both hit a wall and just decided that creating video was no longer working for us.
Yeah, we took a break.
It wasn't fun anymore. Mm-hmm. We took a break. And I guess that timing was good because then the world would shut down. And so we kind of put a pause on content creation. We weren't really in a creative space. It felt a little weird to be creating content while we were locked down at home. And cut to September of that year, we started to feel like maybe we could start creating again.
We're like, we missed this.
Yeah.
We just needed a break.
We needed a break. And then we also at that point needed to be doing something. We had been home for long enough. Our kids were still home. We were in a groove and we needed something for ourselves. And so we launched our very first podcast, the first 4 podcasts we have launched since then. And that was Long Story Short with Megan and Wendy, which was women's lifestyle content. And it's
about as vague as you can get.
It is super vague, but the podcast itself encompassed so many things. Mm-hmm. It's kind of what our Patreon is now.
Right.
But we would have an up top segment where we would connect, chat about recent, and then every episode had a focus, everything from why I hate Mother's Day to meals my family is eating to pop culture club started over there.
Yep.
And very early on, within the first month or so, Wendy had an idea.
This freaking hater was like, hey, I have an idea about Hallmark movies. And that story, I've told it last year when we had Danny Pellegrino on the podcast. I am a big fan of Danny Pellegrino's podcast. He talks about housewives and stuff like that. And one night I'm laying in bed and he's talking about Hallmark movies. And I was like, that's funny. I've never watched a Hallmark movie. And I knew that Megan and her husband had seen a bunch of them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wouldn't that be funny if we reviewed Hallmark movies from the perspective of Wendy, who's never seen one? And quite frankly, like, that's not my jam. Like, romance. The way I saw them at the time were like, oh, these are just like romantic, like
happily ever after
stories. And I'm like, come on. Like, I have lived a life, like, and life does not look like that. I just was not into it.
Also, I think compounding that is you're a little bit of a former Christmas hater too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
In addition to not fully being into and not fully necessarily getting the vibe of these movies, you didn't necessarily want to sit in the Christmas season for all these movies.
Correct.
But we decided to do it. We said, let's do 1 movie a week.
Look, I can commit to the bit, even though I don't love bits. If you listen to any of our podcasts, I thought it would be funny. I thought I could come at it as like a real hater. I could come at it with just like a negative point of view. I thought that would be funny. Mm-hmm. But then learned real quickly that it's not very cool to do that.
Yeah, well, I think once we very quickly, the initial vibe was, yes, I had watched Hallmark movies for a long time. But prior to making a podcast out of them, I was a very casual watcher. I didn't know who any of these people were. They were like a comfort food at the end of the night. We could turn one on and fall asleep. But I knew the vibe. I didn't know any of the details. I was not that kind of watcher at that point. we started making these podcasts, and we had committed to, let's do Countdown to Christmas. Let's do one movie a week for this Countdown to Christmas season. And it was a bonus episode on that Long Story Short podcast. And I think what we learned was, oh, these are real people making these movies. It's not necessarily all that fun to show up and shit all over someone's job all day long.
Right.
Although the different points of view can be funny, and I think we often do have a different point of view, our attitude now is not, let this be a takedown.
Correct.
We try and approach it objectively. There's a lot of things we like, but when something doesn't land, we talk about that too, rather than being a personal attack. And so for 2 years, at the end of that season, people were like, hey, keep going. So we kept going. There was this audience of people who wanted these Hallmark reviews. And for 2 years, it existed as a bonus episode on that podcast. I, to this day, don't know why we did that.
I don't know why we did that either.
In 2022, I said, hey, this should be its own We were sitting here one day. This should be its own podcast. That it blows my mind that we didn't get there sooner.
I know. I don't know why.
So we made it its own podcast. And we didn't even give it its own website until 2 years after that. It's wild to me because Girls Gone Hallmark is the most successful thing we've ever done. It's the most engaged project that we've ever created in 12 years of working together. And it just took us so long to get to that place of, oh, make it its own thing.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't see it in front of you. Yeah.
So that's the Girls Gone Hallmark origin story. Our overall business is Megan and Wendy Media. We have Midlife Besties, which is a website under that umbrella as well. And our Patreon also exists under that umbrella, which if you're not a listener and you like this style episode that you're getting right now, you might really like Patreon. Patreon.com/Megan and Wendy.
It's a lot looser over there.
Very loose. Heather asks, what is your favorite Hallmark movie?
Oh, hands down, my favorite Hallmark movie all time is A Bill More Christmas. It is the epitome.
It really is the best of the best.
Not just because I love Chris Palaha. I'm like, guys, former Hallmark hater here. I didn't know anybody's name. Mm-hmm. I didn't know anything. And now I'm telling you, my favorite Hallmark movie is a Christmas movie, a time travel movie. I don't like sci-fi. Look, I know it's not sci-fi, but time travel for me falls under that. Anyway, this is the best movie ever made that I've ever seen from Hallmark. And I've seen what did you say? We had 500 episodes?
We do.
So, yeah.
We've seen a few movies.
Yeah.
I think that would be my favorite Christmas movie too. I love the Signed, Sealed, Delivered series.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It is really worth your time.
We did not want to watch that, guys.
No, and when we announced it, several people came into our DMs like, whoa, pump the brakes, that you're going to regret this. I do not regret it.
No.
That's really worth your time. I loved the Mystery 101 series. We just did a rewatch this past summer. The Way Home is one of my favorite television shows, not just Hallmark shows. I think it's the kind of thing that I think non-Hallmark watchers could get into.
Yeah.
Finding Mr. Christmas is right up there with reality shows I love.
Yes, agree.
So, yeah, longtime Hallmark fan.
We had talked off mic. Megan was like, what are your favorite Hallmark movies? And I'm like, I have a whole bunch of favorites outside of Christmas. If I may, can I just run through them? The Magic of Lemon Drops, loved, just because it was so different. Mm-hmm. Love that movie.
Savoring Paris.
I'm telling you, summer 2024 delivered. Yeah. Savoring Paris, Bethany Joy Lenz was so good. In fact, if you're looking for a Hallmark, watch a Bethany Joy Lenz movie.
Right.
She's real good.
She's fantastic.
And I really enjoy her movies. In fact, I just watched one that I had never seen before. It was a Valentine movie. I can't remember the name of it right now. I loved me Christmas Waltz with Lacey Chabert and Will Kemp. Love that. Give me a dancing segment. Loved it. I'm a big fan of Wowie Zowie Webster. Mm-hmm. Summer Villa is a great movie.
That's a good movie.
I have a bunch. So I think that's that's where the former Hallmark hater comes from, is like, oh yeah, I don't even recognize myself anymore. Like when I want to throw on show, like I will turn on Hallmark Plus now just to have something running because, like you said, comfort food, it does something to my brain. Like it just feels good. Mm-hmm. Like I see it. I get it now. I get it. That doesn't mean I still can be like critical.
You know, I think the Hallmark hater came from not understanding or appreciating Hallmark as its own genre.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's really important if you're a Hallmark watcher to acknowledge that Hallmark movies, and I feel like Hallmark movie is a brand name like Kleenex. Like you would refer to a lot of made-for-TV movies as Hallmark movies, not just those that air on the Hallmark channel.
Right.
But a Hallmark movie is a very specific thing, produced in a very specific way, on a very specific budget, with a very specific format. And I think you have to evaluate it differently than you would a theatrical release.
Right.
Than you would a Netflix movie. They're different entities to me.
Yeah.
So I think once you have that understanding, watching it with those eyes makes it a very different experience. You're not trying to make this the next Avengers movie. You're not trying to make it the next Jennifer Aniston rom-com.
Right.
So those are my thoughts. If you have other questions, email them to us, girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com. We will include them in an upcoming listener mailbag episode. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark. We'll be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.
I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
Weight loss solutions are not one size fits all. Hers makes it simpler to get started and stick with a weight loss plan, backed by expert-guided online care that puts your weight loss goals first. These include oral medication kits or compounded GLP-1 injections. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits start at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help through Hers. Get started at forhers.com/4u to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/4u. forhers.com/4u. Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/4u, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored just for you. These include oral medication kits or compounded GLP-1 injections. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits start at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help through Hers. Get started at forhers.com/4u to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/4u. forhers.com/4u. Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/4u, you can access affordable doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored just for you. These include oral medication kits or compounded GLP-1 injections. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits start at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full up front. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help through Hers. Get started at forhers.com/4u to access affordable doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/4u, forhers.com/4u. Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains September 19th through the 24th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Lowe's knows how to help make your home holiday ready for less. Get Select Style Selections vinyl flooring for just $1.99 per square foot and have it installed before the festivities begin. Our team can help you every step of the way. See a Lowe's Red Vest associate or visit lowes.com/holiday install to get started. Lowe's, we help, you save. Basic install only. Date restrictions apply. Subject to availability. Installed by independent contractors. See associate for details. Contiguous U.S. only.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains September 19th through the 24th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
If you've been thinking about getting serious with your money, like actually serious, now's the time. The Motley Fool is offering new members 50% off their iconic stock recommendation service, Stock Advisor. This is the same service that's crushed the market with recommendations that have returned 1,057% since inception, compared to the S&P 500's 180% over that same period. This isn't guesswork. The Motley Fool has a track record of finding companies before they become household names. So if you want to invest smarter and you like saving money while doing it, go to fool.com/listen to claim your 50% off discount off a 1-year term of Stock Advisor. Again, that's fool.com/listen. Returns of 1,057% are from the Motley Fool's product Stock Advisor and measured against S&P 500 returns of 180% as of July 10th, 2025. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. All investing involves a risk of loss. Individual investment results may vary.